Okay, good morning everyone. Today we're going to discuss our module 1, what is ethics? Okay, for our objectives, the student can define the meaning of philosophy and ethics. Second, illustrate or enhance understanding in the significance of ethical and critical decision making. Okay, now ethics also called moral philosophy. The discipline concerned with what is morally good and bad, and morally right and wrong. The term is also applied to any system or theory of moral values or principles. Okay, when we say ethics, it talks about your attitudes, behavior. Okay. Um, we are going to analyze or interpret kung paano ba talaga nagiging mabuting tao ang isang individual sa ating lipunan. Kung ano ba talaga yung mga actions nila towards other. Okay? Now, ethics is very related with the values education back then. Okay? However, ethics subject is much deeper than before. Okay? Now, it includes also the philosophy. Okay? So, at the end of this module, you will be able to learn kung ano ba talaga yung mga theory or yung mga pag-aaral ng mga philosophers. And then, you're going to have enough knowledge kung paano ba talaga maging isang mabuting tao or kung ano ba talaga ang mga dapat iwasan natin. Okay? Now, I have a motivation here. A man without ethics is wild useless upon this world. So basically, if a person doesn't have ethics, so para lang siyang hayop na ligaw. Okay? Wala siyang mga rules and laws na sinusunod. So, for example, a wild animal, okay? Hindi nila alam na nakakasakit sila. Hindi nila alam yung mga actions nilang ginagawa sa ating kapaligiran, okay? Now, kung ang isang tao, if the person doesn't have ethics to follow, if the person doesn't have values, okay? So basically, hindi nila alam ang mga bagay na mabuti or masama para sa kanila. And then, um, may freedom sila gawin kung ano yung mga gusto nilang gawin without thinking or without thinking the outcome of it, okay? Kaya maraming tao ngayon, as of today, ang maraming bad intentions, okay? Dahil nga, hindi sila gaanong well-equipped pagdating sa ethics. Yung mga moral conducts nila is hindi gaanong, let's say, hindi gaanong katatag unlike sa atin na from the day na pinanganak tayo, nandiyan yung mga magulang natin to guide us, okay? So basically, ang isang tao na merong good conducts or good principles sa kanilang buhay is ang kanilang environment na pinaglakihan or kanilang environment na pinagmulan ay maganda ang influence sa kanilang buhay. However, may mga estudyante or should I say mga tao na very, very traumatic ang kanilang environment kaya hanggang sa paglaki is nadadala nila yung mga ganong bagay or ganong attitudes, okay? Now, how should we live? Shall we aim at happiness or at knowledge? Kaya ba natin mabuhay ng masaya lang na walang alam? For example, si ma'am, pumunta siya sa Boracay. My goal is to have happiness or to have fun without thinking na there's a lot of my students still waiting for me to conduct lessons. Okay, may mga estudyante ako na nag-aantay, umaasa. Now, what I'm trying to say is that we have to consider or we have to think kung ano ba yung mga outcome ng mga actions natin, okay? Now, if we choose happiness, will be it our own or the happiness of all, okay? Kung pipiliin ba natin ang pagiging masaya, para sa atin lang ba yun or dapat ba lahat is kailangan maging masaya? Of course, kailangan natin na we have to fair. Okay? Kailangan pantay-pantay tayo, lahat ay makakaranas ng happiness, lahat is may kalayaan, okay? And what of the more particular questions that face us? Is it right to be dishonest in a good cause? Kailangan ba natin laging magsinungaling in a sense na nakakabuti 'to or, every time na feeling natin na for it's a good cause, kailangan ba natin laging sinungaling? For example, yung isang classmate niyo is nakita niyo nagche-cheat. Now, imbes na imbes na isumbong niyo yun sa proctor niyo or sa teachers niyo, ang ginawa niyo is tinolerate niyo siya kasi kayo ay nag-benefits rin, okey? Kayo ay nakakuha ng sagot. Now, everytime na mapipili natin na ang pagsisinungaling is para lang sa mga magagandang bagay or para lang sa mga bagay na magbe-benefits tayo. Dapat hindi, okay? Since we are keeping our integrity, ang ating kalinisan, ang ating pandangal na katauhan, okay? We have to think kung ano ba yung mga bagay na makakaapekto, makakasira ng ating image towards others, okay? Sabi nga ng mga matatanda is, walang taong humawak ng kawali ang hindi naulingan. So what I'm trying to say is that, um, if may mga taong nakakagawa ng hindi maganda, okay, basically nadudungisan or nasisira ang kanilang pangalan and I'm pretty sure na mahirap, okay, mahirap mag-build ng trust towards others kapag, nasira na, kapag nadumihan mo na or nadungisan na yung pangalan, okay? Now, can we just can we justify living in affluence while elsewhere in the world people are starving? Kaya ba nating mabuhay sa karangyaan habang nakikita natin yung mga taong walang maayos na tirahan, mga taong palaboy, mga taong walang walang oportunidad na mag-aral? Of course not, okay? Pero hindi sa lahat ng pagkakataon, um kailangan nating isipin yung mga gano'ng tao kasi, um, kapag kapag hindi natin in-enjoy din yung buhay natin, boring, okay. Now, kung sa malinis na pamamaraan naman yung ating ginagastos, ang pagkakaroon natin ng magandang buhay, of course, deserve natin magpakasaya. However, katulad nga ng mga nepo babies, yung mga anak ng mga government officials, 'di ba? So, nilalamon sila ng kahiyaan or nilalamon sila ng pagiging ano, nilalamon sila ng sistema na parang minumulto sila kasi nga meron silang mga high-end cars, yung mga bags nila is galing from the people who works ng 8 to 12 hours a day, okay? Minsan nga, sobra-sobra pa yung working hours ng mga mamamayang Pilipino. However, dahil nga may democratic country tayo or democratic country, Pilipinas is talagang hindi enough ang pagtatrabaho ng 8 or 12 hours a day dahil napakaraming, government officials ang mapanlamang sa kapwa or should I say mga kurakot, okay? Now, let's skip that one, okay? Um, let's proceed with our yan. Now, from the day na pinanganak tayo, along the way habang lumalaki, okay? Through the guidelines of our parents, okay, natututo or nalalaman natin yung mga good manners, right conduct, okay, na nagkakaroon tayo ng prior knowledge. Now, habang lumalaki tayo is nade-develop 'to. Nalalaman natin, nagkakaroon tayo ng wild knowledge, okay, when it comes sa pagkakaroon ng magandang pundasyon ng pagiging mabuting tao, okay. Now The systematic study of what is morally right and wrong, is it clear that ethics could have more into existence only when human beings started to reflect on the best way to live, okay? Now, may mga tao na nagpo-focus sila sa kanilang goals, okay? Now, we learn from our mistakes, we learn from our experience, and by doing that one, we will able to learn kung paano ba natin ise-settle or iaayos sa self in order for us to function well here in our society, okay? This reflecting stage emerged long after human societies had developed some kind of morality, usually in the form of customary standards of right and wrong conduct. The process of reflection tended to arise from such customs, okay? Even in even if in the end it may have found them wanting. Accordingly, ethics began with the introduction of the first moral code. So later on, you will be able to learn kung ano ba yung mga moral codes na kailangan nating malaman. Okay? Now, basican na lang natin yung tawag dito, explanation dito. Now, um, back then, okay, are you familiar with the story of Moises. Okay? Now, si Moises is umakyat siya or nagbigay ng call si God para umakyat siya dun sa Mount Sinai. Okay? Now, ang relation nito or um, alignment nito sa ating ethics is yung Ten Commandments. Okay? Now, we're going to discuss what is Ten Commandments and how it does connect with ethics, okay? So basically, pag sinabi ulit nating ethics, laging tatandaan, it talks about the right and wrongdoings of one individual, okay? So, now, meron tayong Ten Commandments. It applies for everyone, okay? Dito, may mga kautusan ng Panginoon. It aligns with the Bible teachings, okay? In order for us to follow that in a general, okay? It applies for everyone. Hindi lang isa, dalawa, or tatlong tao ang pwedeng sumunod nun. Okay? Dahil nga, ang Ten Commandments, it talks about or it refers with the code of ethics. Okay? It applies for everyone. Daw, kaya nagkaroon ng ganyan is para magkaroon ng enough, okay, and basic rules to follow ang mga tao. Now, for example, yung kay Eva and Adan, 'di ba? Um, Kinain nila yung yung tawag dito, yung ipinagbabawal na kainin yung parang prutas. Now, sa simpleng anong yun, hindi sila nasunod kasi nga nagkaroon sila ng temptation. Natukso sila. Now, what I'm trying to say is that, kaya may mga ganitong pag-aaral in line with the Bible teaching is in order for us to na magkaroon tayo ng maayos, okay, maayos na pag-iisip, maayos na gawi towards others, okay? Now, for this one, ethics is concerned with what is good for individuals and society, and is also described as moral philosophy. Okay? The term is derived from the Greek word ethos. So, yung ethics daw, it is concerned kung ano ba talaga yung mabubuti or magagandang bagay para sa isang tao or para sa isang individual. And kasama to sa exam, yung ethics is from the word or from the Greek word ethos. Now, ethics covers the following dilemmas. Pag sinabing dilemmas, these are the situations wherein nahihirapan mag-decide. Okay? Ulit, pag sinabing dilemma, ito yung mga situation na nahihirapan tayong mag-decision. Kaya nagkakaroon ng critical thinking skills. Okay, you have to consider kung ano ang mga bagay na maaring maapektuhan, kung ano ang mga bagay na maaaring makapagpabuti ng sitwasyon. Okay? Now, how to live a good life. Paano nga ba nagkakaroon or paano mabuhay ang isang tao na merong good intentions? Okay? Of course, as a person, as individual, may mga temptations, may mga tukso, okay? For example, may isang, um, may isa sa inyo na kailangan talaga ng pera. Now, um, life and death situation na 'to. For example, your mom got diabetes, okay? In order for her to live or continue to live with this society, you have to think, okay? You have to make a decisions wherein you have to consider her feelings, okay, her life as well. Now, the only way for her to live is to cut her feet, okay? Puputulin ang kanyang paa para mabuhay siya. Now, mawawalan siya ng paa, okay? You have to consider kung ano ba ang mararamdaman niya, kung siya ba ay patuloy na magsa-suffer sa sakit niya. Okay, another example is yung mercy kill or mercy killing, okay? Now, this is for example only, okay? May yung parents mo is hirap na sa kanyang sitwasyon. Nakikiusap na siya na, "Patayin niyo na lang ako, patayin niyo na lang ako. I don't want to suffer anymore." Ayan, nahihirapan na siya. Now, the doctor gives you an option. Kung kasi nga ang tanging tumutulong na lang para mabuhay yung magulang mo is the machine, okay? Yun na lang ang nagpapa-keep ng buhay ng isang tao kapag 50-50 na. Now, um, you have to think kung ikaw ba ay sasang-ayon sa pag-mercy kill or should I say yung pagturok ng isang gamot through their veins para mapabilis ang heart rate, and then by doing that mamamatay sila nang hindi nila alam, hindi na sila nagsa-suffer. Hindi mo na makikita kung gaano siya nahihirapan. Second, i-continue 'yun, okay, i-continue ang buhay ng mom mo or ng dad mo, tapos yung hospital bills mo is lumolobo ng lumolobo ng lumolobo. Now, you have to consider, first is yung option ng doktor na i-mercy-kill na lang siya. Second is yung, mapanatili ang kanyang buhay knowing na ang tanging tumutulong na lang sa kanya is yung machine, okay? And then the hospital bills are getting high, okay? You have to consider those two things, okay? Napakahirap mag-decision lalong-lalo na kapag, pinag-uusapan is buhay ng isang tao, okay? Situations na walang makakatulong sa'yo kundi sarili mo lang, sarili mong pag-iisip, okay? Now, ang dilema din is our rights and responsibilities. Okay, meron tayong mga responsibilidad as a person. Now, hindi lahat yun is nagagampanan natin, okay? Hindi lahat ng ating rights is nasusunod. Dahil nga since we are democratic, okay, democratic country, may mga limits tayo or boundaries, okay? The language of right and wrong. Now, you have to think kung ano ang mga bagay or mga salitang kailangan mong sabihin towards others. For example, your classmate is bullying you. Ngayon, siyempre, as an individual na merong ethics, ipapawalang-bahala mo na yon or iniisip mo kung, gaganti ka ba or kung mananatiling tahimik ka na lang, okay? Dahil nga ayaw mong makasakit dahil ikaw ay may moral philosophy or ikaw ay may ethics. You have the standard or qualities of the person na very considerate, very understandable or understanding. Okay? Now, moral decision, what is good and bad? Okay? dito nagkakaroon tayo ng moral decisions making. We have to consider again kung ano ang magiging outcome, kung ano ang magiging solusyon doon sa problemang yon. Kung ito ba ay makakabuti or makakasama. Okay? Our concept of ethics have been derived from religions, philosophies, and cultures. Since we are different from the others, okay, we also have difference and similarities when it comes to ating cultures and beliefs. Okay, we have to show respect every time. Okay, they infuse debates on topics like abortion, human rights, and professional conduct. Okay, now, kapag may mga ganyang usapan, syempre, hindi maiiwasan ang pagpro-provide ng mga rude na salita. Okay, now, pagdating sa, for example, the topics like abortion, is it okay na normalize ang abortion sa ating bansa? Of course not, 'di ba? Dahil ang mga fetus or ang mga babies is they have a right to live, okay? Meron silang karapatang mabuhay. Okay, now, may mga tao talagang hindi nila kayang panindigan kung ano ang mga nangyari or nagawa nila doon, okay? Hindi nila ginusto yung mga gano'ng bagay kaya nagka-come up sila sa idea na ipalaglag, okay? Nabuntis sila ng hindi pa panahon or napahamak sila, let's say na-rape. Kaya, um, nagkakaroon ng decisions making kahit na labag sa loob nila na ipalaglag ang isang bata sa kanilang sinapupunan. Okay, dahil may mga taong hindi kayang i-digest ang mga traumatic experience nila lalong-lalo na kapag grief, okay? Kahit gusto nilang kahit gusto nilang i-continue yung buhay ng bata, ayaw nilang maala-ala or ayaw nilang makita na gano'n yung naging experience niya back then or sa kanyang past, okay? Now, for this one, there are three approaches in ethics. We have the meta-ethics. It deals with the nature of moral judgment. It looks at the origins of meaning of ethical principles, okay? Now, 'pag dito naman meta-ethics, moral judgment. So, nature na 'to. Nature na 'to ng pagkakaroon ng isang tao. For example, mula pagkapanganak, well-equipped ka na, well-equipped. Habang lumalaki ka, ikaw na lang yung magde-develop nun mga ethics na meron ka or mga values na meron ka in order for you to function well here in our society, okay? Next is normative ethics. It concerns with the content of moral judgment and criteria for what is right or wrong. Okay? Pag normative ethics naman, for example, ito yung mga moral judgment na ginagawa. Okay? Basically, ang normative ethics, for example, may letter of agreement kayo. May isang kakilala na nangutang. Okay? May isang kakilala na ngutang. Ngayon, ang inyong kasunduan is magbabayad siya sa loob ng 3 buwan. However, due to due to some reasons, hindi niyo natupad yung inyong kasunduan. Okay? Now, there are criteria na kailangan sundin. Okay? Para magkaroon ng agreement between you, okay, and between his or her. Okay? Now, another example sa normative ethics. Kapag ikaw ay napagbintangan lang, okay, na let's say, um, nagnakaw, okay, napagbintangan na nagnakaw. Now, you have to get a lot of evidences to prove na ikaw ay inosente, okay? Meron mga criteria na sinusunod ang batas, okay? For example, attempted murder. Okay. Now, hindi naman sinabi na 'pag attempted murder is papatayin mo na, okay. So, minsan kasi may mga tao na below the belt na, beyond limit na, okay. Ngayon, nadala ka na lang ng tukso or nadala ka na lang ng iyong galit, dahil nga sumobra na siya sa kanyang boundaries or nag-beyond limit na siya sa kanyang mga sinasabi sa'yo, okay? So what I'm trying to say is that 'pag sinabing normative ethics, may mga kriteriya na sinusunod ang ating batas. For example nga yung attempted murder, kapag ikaw ay nakapag-provide ng enough evidences na patunayan na ikaw ay inosente, may kriteriya sinusunod na maaaring makapagpawalang visa, okay, sa iyong kaso. Now, 'pag sinabi namang applied ethics, okay, ito yung mga batas na maaring maging, no, ito yung mga batas na it applies for everyone. For example, the controversial war sa bansang Middle East, okay? Ngayon, hindi tama na madamay ang mga innocent people, okay? Another example, yung animal rights, okay? May mga taong abusive pagdating sa mga hayop, okay? Um, May mga taong mapanakit, very, abusive, okay. Kaya nagkaroon ng mga ganiyang, ethics na maaaring sundin or panagutan ng bawat isa is to have a capital punishment, okay. We have to, we have to be sensitive when it comes in our actions, okay? Kailangan natin isaalang-alang ang ating integridad, ang ating kapakanan, okay? Now, if alam mo sa sarili mo na ikaw ay isang mabuting tao, then wala kang wala kang maaaring katakutan dahil nga ang sinusunod mo lang is yung good doings, hindi yung wrongdoings ng isang tao, okay? Now, kapag may mga actions tayo na against the law, okay, may align na punishment dun. So, back then kapag may mga cases ng rapist, okay, for example, rapist or murder, may kaparusahan yun. Are you familiar with the electric chair, okay? So gano'n dati ang mga parusa sa mga taong nakakagawa ng kasalanan sa ating society. And then another example, yung nilulubog sa drum na may tubig, okay? Or minsan naman yung tinutusukan sila ng gamot sa kanilang veins para mapabilis ang heart rate, and by doing that nagkakaroon ng mabilis na heart rate ang isang tao, and then minute lang mamamatay na siya. So, gano'n ang mga parusa noon or kaya naman yung death penalty, okay. Now, let's just proceed with other one. Sabi diyan, ang ethics daw, it can provide a moral map. So, tama nga naman, ethics can be a moral map for everyone dahil kung walang ethics, kung walang values, kung walang principles or quality of a good person, then hindi natin alam kung anong path ang ating patutunguhan para tayong ligaw na hayop na walang landas na sinusundan. Maaring makagawa tayo ng against the law na mga actions, okay? Hindi natin alam kung ano ang mga mangyayari or mga outcome ng ating ginagawa. And then, ethics doesn't give right answers, okay? Hindi ang ethics doesn't give right answers. So basically, walang tamang sagot dahil nga we have a freedom. We have a rights. Now, it depends on the person kung paano niya ia-apply ang ethics sa kanyang buhay. Okay, kung ito ba ay gagawin niya sa mabuting bagay or masamang bagay, ethics can give several answers. Okay? Hindi lang Hindi lang isa, dalawang answers ang makukuha sa ethics. Okay, what I'm trying to say is that we have a different perception, we have a different cultures. That's why we have to show respect in everyone. Okay, ethics as the source of group strength. So, basically, if you have ethics, then magkakaroon ng unity, magkakaroon ng understanding. Okay, sa isang komunidad. Kapag maayos ang pamamalakad ng isang, let's say, leader sa isang society, then lahat ng mga population doon ay maganda rin ang asal, maganda rin ang foundations ng kanilang values, okay? Good peoples as well as good actions. So, ang mga mabubuting tao daw, sabi diyan, ang mga mabubuting tao daw is sila rin daw ang mga taong may mga mabubuting gawi. Are you agree with me? Good people as well as good actions. Sila daw yung mga taong may mga mabubuting gawi. And then, searching for the source of right and wrong. So, basically, ang ethics is tinuturuan tayo mag, mag-gather ng mga information to support our ideas, lalo-lalo na sa mga usaping panglipunan. For example, yung abortion, or should I say, yung, is it okay na gawing legal use ang marijuana para sa pag-create or formalize ng isang gamot para magkaroon ng lunas sa isang sakit. Okay, now, yung ethics is tinuturuan tayo na wag lang tayong mag-base sa kung ano ang nakikita natin. We have to look further kung ano ang mga bagay na maaring makatulong sa atin to support our statements, to support our ideas. Okay? Now, it allows us na mag-explore sa ating mundo. Since we are individuals na merong iba't ibang set of principles to follow. Okay? Now, so we are done with our module 1. Laging tatandaan, ethics, it talks about your personality, your attitudes, your behavior, your values, your principle or standards as a person, okay? Now, para magkaroon ng maayos na actions towards others, you have to consider your integrity first. Wag maging maabuso, okay? Wag gawing gawi ang mga bagay na maaring makapagdulot ng masamang outcome towards other. You have to value as well, and then you have to show fairness. Kung alam mo ikaw ay nakakaangas sa buhay, matuto ka ring ipit yung sarili mo sa mga sitwasyon ng nasa paligid mo. Huwag kang gagawa ng mga bagay na maaaring makawala sa kanila ng motivation to live, okay? You have to, laging piliing maging tapat or honest, okay? And then, yung conscience din, lagi nating isipin yung mga taong sensitive, okay? Yung mga taong just say, very soft-hearted, okay? Nakaka-conscience siya kapag nakakapagsalita tayo ng mga let's say, below the belt na salita towards others. So, we have to limit ourselves. We have to think kung ano yung mga bagay na maaring makabuti or makasama sa mga tao. Okay? Now, we are done with our module 1. I will be, I will be posting the quiz regarding on this one on our GCR. Okay?